Today we are grooming Rose, the 13-year-old husky. She's about to turn into an entirely different color at the end of this groom. Stay tuned to see her amazing transformation.
This is Rose. Okay. And how old is Rose?
She's 13.
And has she been groomed before?
Yes, she has.
Okay.
But the last time we took her, she doesn't like it.
Yeah.
The last time we took her was about a year and a half ago, and they called us after an hour and said they couldn't complete her because she was too upset.
Okay.
So I take her to do-it-yourself dog wash, but there's some spots she doesn't let me do.
Okay.
Back here,
Yep.
she's pretty matted, and just where she lies down.
Yeah.
So this might have to be trimmed.
Okay.
And her nails are really long because she hasn't had long walks in a while.
Yeah.
She does have chronic pancreatitis,
Okay.
and because of that, she pants a lot.
Okay.
So that's normal.
Normal.
If you hear her panting, that's normal.
So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try blowing her out first and
Okay.
see if I can remove as much of the coat as I can.
Yeah.
Try to brush her, shave out whatever matting just needs to be shaved.
Yeah.
And then take her for a bath as long
Okay.
as all of that goes well. Because if I
Okay.
bathe her first and then drying and brushing is a problem,
Yeah.
then she will be going home wet and it might make the problem even worse.
Yes.
Rather than better. So we'll see how she does for that. Being that she's 13, I'm sure standing for long periods of time is going to be rough.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it goes. If I think that she has any problems during the blowout and the brush, and I think that maybe taking her for a bath wouldn't be beneficial, I'll let you guys know.
Okay.
But I'll basically just evaluate her based on how it goes. Okay, so all we've done so far is go on the table. And I definitely already have my concerns about how this is going to go. She is extremely stressed out, and nothing has even happened yet. So I'm beginning to see already why she was turned away by the previous groomer. I'm hoping that once we get started, things get a little better, but if she's already this stressed and nothing has even happened yet, I have my concerns. I am putting on my ear protection. I am putting on a gas mask because we're about to do a blowout without bathing her first. Another dandery day do we have. Oh boy, okay. Well, upon evaluation of her skin, it's very obvious why she won't let people brush her. Her skin is extremely red and irritated. It's very, very dry. I can imagine that going at her with a brush is probably very painful. So I think what's gonna happen today is I'm gonna blow out her entire coat, and then I am going to potentially take her for a bath. She definitely needs a bath, and then blow her out again. I don't think we're gonna be doing brushing today, so hopefully I can get through all of her coat with the blow dryer and not need to do brushing, just because she's definitely not going to allow it. I have to shave a lot of this hair here, which is unfortunate, but it's very matted. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get through it all with the dryer. You're gonna have chunks of missing hair. Oh well. She does seem to have calmed down a little bit, which is good. Okay, can I shave some of those front legs? The reality is that the majority of this could probably be brushed out, but I'm not going to bother because I know she's not gonna like it. She does spin to what appears to be nip. I don't know if she actually would, but she thinks about it, I can tell you that. I don't really want to muzzle her because she is an older dog that has obvious health issues. I kind of want to be evaluating her tongue while I'm working on her to make sure that it's not turning blue. Because if it turns blue, that means that she could be losing some oxygen, and then I would have to stop what I am doing. If I put a muzzle on her, I can put a clear muzzle on her and I will be able to still see her tongue, but it'll just be a little bit less noticeable if there's an immediate problem. So I'm gonna try to hold off muzzling her for as long as I can. I know, I'm shaving it, girl. I'm shaving it. I'm shaving it so that you don't have to endure the brushing of it, but it's very tight to the skin. It's okay. I really don't want to muzzle you. They said she's highly treat motivated, but she won't take any here. Okay, that should be helpful with those legs. All right, so I have blown out a ton of coat. There's just a few mats I want to shave out before she goes for a bath. I have decided that I am going to take her for a bath because she actually does really well for the blow dryer, so I don't see any issues in being able to get her dried after her bath. So for that reason, I'm going to take her. She is very dirty, like very dirty. So she needs a bath, that's for sure. Hopefully she's good in the bathtub. Just shaving out some of the mats everywhere that I don't need to be bathing. And she does have poop on her butt. Please don't turn around and bite me. Okay, and I have to shave these, please. No, you gotta be nice. You gotta be nice. I'm not pulling anything. Thank you. Look at that. You guys might have noticed that I wasn't really talking to her much during the blow dry or talking to you guys, and that's just because I was wearing the gas mask, so my face was underneath the mask, so you wouldn't have been able to hear anything I was saying because the mic wouldn't have picked it up, so I just stayed silent. The reason why I got one of those is because a lot of you suggested that I get one of those for pre-blowouts. I don't need to do it for the second blow dry because all the dander and dirt and everything has been washed away. But for the main blow dry, it was very beneficial, and now I don't have dander all over my eyelashes. So thank you for your recommendation. For those of you who recommend that I wear knee pads, I tried. The knee pads actually made my thighs and hamstrings hurt really bad. So instead I have a mat underneath my knees and I just kneel on that, and that seems to be working just fine. I think this dog has given up fighting me a little bit. She was fighting me a lot for the other side. Oh my God, you have so much matting under there. Okay, I'm gonna worry about that afterwards. We need to get you in the bathtub. Hopefully I can get you in there. If she doesn't want to go somewhere, she's stubborn. She will not go. I'm gonna give her a break first though before the bath. She needs to relax a little bit. Quite a lot of fur off of one doggo, and more to come. Are you gonna have a much needed bath? I know, Rose. Rose, would you take a treat? She said you're very treat motivated, but you wouldn't take any earlier. No? Yeah. Yeah, come on. No. What about this one? This one different? No. She wants to take them, but she's stressed. I am using cooler water on her today. It is a bit of a warmer spring day, and with the blow dryer going, it's just a bit warm in here, so I think this cool water will help to cool her down a bit. Yes, you did hear the owner say that she pants a lot because she has chronic pancreatitis, and that's normal for her. And I'm sure that's probably why she's panting, but she might also be panting because she's a little warm in here. I'm a little warm in here, so I'm assuming that means she is too. I am bathing her first in Nasty Critter. I may have to add some degreaser to the top of her coat. The top of her coat is very, very greasy. She's probably gonna need a few different shampoos today. We'll see how this goes. Hopefully after her shampoo, she will blow out even more, and I won't have to do pretty much any brushing on her, as I don't think she will tolerate it. Even the smallest amount of me grabbing the tufts of fur that we're shedding and pulling those, even like the lightest pull ever, she panicked over. So she's definitely not going to handle the sucker brush, which is okay. At 13 years old, we just want to make her comfortable. We want to get rid of, you know, all the matted coat, and I don't really care about much else. Okay, I am going to rinse her, and then I'm going to do another shampoo. She can really benefit from having 2 shampoos today, so that's what I'm going to do. Okay. That was quite the bath. Okay, I'm going to give her a short break after this, offer her some water, although she's not been taking anything, and then we will start her next blow dry, which hopefully won't be very long. Hopefully I can get her dry fairly quickly because obviously she's an old girl and she wants to go home and lay down. It also took them like 2 hours to get here, so You had a drive and a long grooming. You are going to sleep all night. You may be wondering why she is not wearing a happy hoodie. When I put the grooming loop around her head, she really tried to get out of it quite a bit. So I can only imagine what she would do if I put a happy hoodie on her. The owner told me that she's not deaf, but she is losing her hearing, which means that her hearing isn't as strong as it would have been when she was younger. So the dryer probably doesn't affect her as bad as it would have been if her ears were in great condition. So for her sanity, I'm not going to put the happy hoodie on her. All right, you ready for your final blow dry? One really cool thing I think you'll notice is that she is no longer panting. I think that all of that compacted coat was making her extremely hot, and I think giving her a bath in cool water also really helped. She's panting now, but the whole time I've been drying her, she has not been panting, which is a huge difference from when she first came in. Okay, so since I know that the brushing is probably going to be the worst part of this groom and the most challenging part of this groom, I am going to move on to nails and paws. Hopefully she's good for that, because I would hate to get her all worked up with the brushing and then not be able to do the paws. So let's see what happens if I clip. Back ones did not appear to be a problem, but that doesn't mean anything. It's always the front ones that are the problem. I don't think it's necessarily the nails that's the issue. I think she doesn't like lifting her paw. And I unfortunately have to lift them to shave them. And I have to shave them. They are so fluffy. I cannot send her home with them unshaved. Good. Something I was not able to do was I was not able to dry her cheeks, which are full of shedding coat. And when you can't dry them, it's very hard to get that shedding coat out. So I don't know what the solution for that's going to be, if there is going to be any solution. I will try to use a small dryer and hopefully that works, but there's no guarantee it will. What she does is she just moves her head as close to the wall as possible and does like a croissant shape to get me to not dry that area. Now, if I use the small dryer, maybe she won't care and she'll just let me dry it. Or if she does that again, then I won't be able to dry it. But I mean, the goal today was just to get her a lot better than she was. And if I can't get her perfect, I don't think anybody really cares. Right? Now this is gonna help you. Look how freaking long your paws are so that you no longer have to slip and slide on everything. Thank me later. Good girl. Let's do the nails and paws on the other side and then we will try to brush. It's okay, it's okay. Hey, it's okay. No. Thank you. Okay. Now we need to brush. Okay, I'm gonna spray her down in some Pure Fur leave-in conditioner. Hopefully this helps. And now we are going to start. I did notice that she started to improve when it came to the pulling. The second blow dry, if I pulled a little bit on her coat, she didn't totally panic. I hope that's a good sign, but again, her skin is very pink. It seems extremely irritated. So I don't know how far we're gonna get. is some compacted coat in the groin here, which I am just going to shave out because obviously she's not going to be tolerant for brushing it. It could be brushed, but no, she does not like the brushing. She's gonna go home better today, but by no means perfect because I am not brushing out all this coat with the way that she's freaking out. Not because I don't want to necessarily, but at her age, I just don't want her panicking that much, especially flying around on the table. There's just too much of a risk of injury or even just mental capacity of being able to tolerate all of this at her age. So, yeah. Okay, I'm shaving it, girlfriend. I'm shaving it. See? And this is why I blew her out before the bath. If I had blown her out after the bath, well, first of all, she wouldn't have been as clean because of all that compacted coat. That would have been hard to penetrate with shampoo and water. But it would have caused a lot of hanging mats on the coat. That would have been really difficult to remove. So first was actually better. I'm just doing gentle brushing, extremely gentle. Okay, we are by no means perfect, but we are completed to the best of my ability and her ability today. There is still quite a bit of compacted fur, especially around the head and ears, but hey, we did the best we could. Would you like a treat? No? Okay. If you guys liked this video and you want to see more complimentary grooms just like Rose here, don't forget to hit that follow or subscribe button and share with all of your friends. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the owner reaction at the end. In total, this groom took 3 hours and 45 minutes.
Hi, baby. Hi. Oh my.
It's like a different dog.
Is that the same dog? Oh, look at you.
Oh, wow.
Oh, she's beautiful.
Thank you.
I haven't seen her look like that since she was a brand new dog.